Hello everyone, we are live, episode 88, I believe, of the Super Sam Sports Encore YouTube channel. Haven't been on here in a little bit. Let me do the normal things for this channel. Gotta make sure I'm live, which I am. YouTube's cooperating. I don't know if it's doing that anymore. I am live streaming on YouTube, just because I don't know how to switch my account on StreamYards, which is fine. But yeah, this is going to be a watch party of the Astros game. This is the Astros versus Mariners game 3. Yeah, game 3 of a 4-game series. Tomorrow's the 4th game. Today's game 3. Today, Framber Valdez is on the mound for the Houston Astros. On the mound for the Seattle Mariners is Brian Wu. And yeah, let me make sure. 89. 80. Okay, so never mind. This is 90. My bad. Let me change this. Alright, 90. Alright, episode 90. Let me also let people know that I'm live in case they want to join in. Just a report on what works for you and only you. Try Lingo to see what food is right for you. Let me real quick do this. She will join. Of Houston Astros baseball. Your front row seat to the Astros in Rockets. Okay. Let me go get my scorecard. I'll be right back. I'm gonna be honest, this is a little bit weird, just because I haven't done the podcast in feels like forever. It's only been a month, but still. Plus, not to mention, normally I've been used to doing reactions, so this is different for me for sure. Hold on, guys, just setting up my scorecard right now. Alright, let's see. Almost done. Wait a second. Wait a second. Base. Base playing first base. Nope, he's a switcher. Hey, shout out to Mom in the chat. Center fielder Myers. December 9. And DeBron, 9 last, playing third base. So it's Brady's his DH. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Shout out to Day in the chat. Three, four. So I'm probably gonna clearly. So I think it's clear. I'm gonna be pretty rusty. I've not done this in a while. Not done this channel in a while. Alright, we got it set up. Yeah, if it's fine, I'm just streaming this on YouTube. Just because I don't want to mess things up on StreamYards. What do I... No, I did not mean that. No, I meant... Shoot, I meant... I wanted to go to MLB. There we go. Pete's sakes. Alright, what we have here, scores for MLB. Again, Rusty. Bottom 8, Orioles are tied with the Red Sox by 5 with 2 outs. Top 8, 4-2. Cardinals over Diamondbacks, 1 out, first and third. Bottom 7, tied 4-4. Royals and Twins, no outs. Nobody on base, so start of the bottom of the 7th, I guess. Mid 1, 0-0 ball game between the Giants and Nationals. Top 1, 2 outs, nobody on, 0-0 between the Brewers and Pirates. Top 1, of course, this game, Astros Mariners just getting started. Top 1, same thing. The games that are just now getting started are the Padres and Braves, Rangers versus White Sox, and the Yankees versus Rockies. So to answer your question, Dad, yes, the Rangers are playing the White Sox. Yankees are playing the Rockies. Warming up is right. Still warming up is the Cubs versus Reds. Looks like later tonight at 7:05, 6:05 p.m. Central Time is the Blue Jays and Rays. 6:15 p.m. Central Time, the Guardians and the Tigers on Fox. Also on Fox at 6:15 p.m. Central Time, the Dodgers versus Mets. At 9:05 p.m. Central Time, geez Louise, the A's versus the Phillies. At 9:07 p.m. Central Time, the Angels versus Marlins. At 5:35 p.m. Central Time today, it looks like the Boston Red Sox versus the Baltimore Orioles. J.P. Crawford will lead off of the Seattle Mariners. So here's the starting lineup. I'm going to start doing this on watch parties for these baseball games. I'm going to announce the lineups for both teams because I don't know if I've done that yet, just because. So we got the starting lineup for the away team, which is the Seattle Mariners. We got J.P. Crawford leading off at shortstop, Cal Raleigh leading off at Cal Raleigh batting second at DH, Julio Rodriguez in center field batting third. In left field, batting cleanup is Randy Rosarena. Catcher is Mitch Garver batting fifth. In batting sixth is Dylan Moore. In right field, first base batting seventh is Donovan Solano. First pitch by Valdez is on the ground to second base. That's Jose Altuve. Those first base, one pitch, one out. Williamson, who's this guy? Ben Williamson, playing third base, batting eighth, and batting ninth, rounding out the lineup at second base is Leo Rivas. Starting lineup for your Houston Astros, leading off at shortstop, Jeremy Pena batting second at DH, Isaac Paredes, the second base batting third, Jose Altuve, cleanup batting fourth, Christian Walker at first base, catching is switch hitting Victor Caratini batting fifth, Jake Myers batting sixth in center field, in right field is Cam Smith batting seventh. Batting eighth is left fielder Zach DeZenzo. And at third base, batting ninth is Mauricio Dubon. First pitch to Cal Raleigh from Palmer Valdez was a foul ball 0-1. Just threw a curveball for low for ball 1. 1-1. I'm rusty. And takes another curveball down for ball 2. 2-1. Red Sox to call up top infielder prospect Marcelo Mayer. The 2-1 pitch is right down the middle, a high fly ball into right center field. My center fielder calls off Smith, the right fielder, and make the catch. 2 outs, right in front of the warning track. But yeah. And that's a bunt on the first pitch, foul, 0-1 to Julio Rodriguez. Dubon, I believe, is getting his first start this season. The first or second start, I can't remember. So yeah, as far as a 1 pitch, swing and a miss on the go ball. It's 0-2 on Rodriguez. So as far as my schedule goes for the podcast here, I have this game tonight. That's it for the podcast today. I'll do more reactions later today on the reaction channel, and then tomorrow night at tomorrow I'll do reactions, but tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Central Time, I got the Coca-Cola 600 for the NASCAR Cup Series at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 0-2 pitch is down in the dirt, didn't even make it to home plate on the curveball, 1-2. I have no idea if an announcer would actually say that, but whatever. I am rusty to no end. I gotta stop saying that. 1-2 pitch. Change up just down inside, just down low inside, 2-2. If we take a look at the standings for MLB right now, we can see that the 2-2 pitch, change up just low below the strike zone, full count. The Yankees lead by 5 games over the Boston Red Sox in the AL East with a 30 win, 20 loss record. In the AL Central, the Tigers lead the Guardians by 4 games in the AL Central with a 33 win, 19 loss record. And swing and miss on the curveball down the dirt as pickup, throw to first base. Walker makes the catch, and that is a 1-2-3 shutout first inning for Palmer Valdez. They had bottom 1 out. It'll be Altuve. It'll be Pena, Paredes, Altuve due up started off for the Astros. They have bottom 1. In the AL West, the Seattle Mariners are 3.5 games up on the Houston Astros with the 29-21 in the AL West with the 29-21 win-loss record. The Phillies are up lead the NL East with a 33-18 win-loss record by 3 games over the New York Mets. In the NL Central, the Cubs lead by 3 games over the Cardinals with a 31-20 win-loss record. Last but not least, the NL West division. The Los Angeles Dodgers lead the San Francisco Giants by 2 games in the NL West with a 32-19 win-loss record. Let's look at the NASCAR's home page, official page here. Currently, right now, if anyone wants to watch the Xfinity race, currently that's going right now. The BetMGM 300. Or sorry, it's not. Sorry, the race hasn't begun now. It starts at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. So in about 20 minutes or so. 21 minutes. Right? No. I can't do math. Brian Rule on now for the Seattle Mariners this season. He's 5-1 with a 2.65 ERA. First pitch to Jeremy Pena is a strike at the bottom part of the zone, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, woo, and that's a fastball inside. 1 ball for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm going to try to pay attention more to the game today. Because I know for a fact, I don't know how I know this because this was a month ago, but I remember me in the Astros game, the 1-1 is outside for a ball, 2-1. Because I know that in my last podcast I did a month ago for opening day between the Astros and Mets, I wasn't paying attention of the game. I was, but not at the same time. The 2-1 is a foul home run, basically. No, that's not home run distance. Foul ball. 2-2 count on Jeremy Pena. Two pitch is a ball up and in. Full count on Pena to start off the bottom of the first. Waiting on deck is the DH Isaac Paredes, batting DH today for the Astros manager Joe Espada. Oh, that just reminds me. I need to write down what Valdez did. The 3-2 pitch from Brian Wool to Jeremy Pena. And that is bottom of the zone. Paint, strike 3 called. 1 away. Here's Isaac Paredes. Here's Isaac Paredes. Brian Wool, first pitch. And that's just a ball outside. 1-0. 1-0. Alright, 1-0 from Brian Wool. And there's a sinker down the middle for strike 1. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Brian. And time called by Paredes. The 1-1 to Paredes. That is hammered deep and off the Crawford box wall. And Paredes is slow, so he's just gonna have a long single. Just gonna have a long single. So man on first base for the Astros as their first base runner and their first hit of the game. And that will bring up Jose Altuve. Altuve, first pitch down the middle, ground ball at third, and throw to second. They get the out at second for a fielder's choice. The Astros no, they're not going to challenge. So a fielder's choice, nice play by the third baseman to make that throw. They get the out there, so a man on first base, which is Altuve, with 2 outs. And now up to bat is the cleanup hitter, first baseman Christian Walker. And the pitch is up high for ball 1. 1-0. 1-0 pitch from Wu to Walker. Seems weird saying Wu, I don't know why. And the pitch from Brian. And ball up, 2-0. Here we go. This will be the 2-0 pitch from Brian Wu to Christian Walker with Altuve on first base. And there's a strike at the bottom part of the zone, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch to Walker. And there's a foul ball to Jew. This will be the 2-2 pitch from Brian Wool to Christian Walker. And that is a ball up and out. 2-2. Full count. So a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs and Altuve on first base. He's probably going to be given the green light to go on this pitch here. And Walker with the full count. Altuve on the move and ground ball back to Wu and throws, and it is an overthrow. They're going to wave Altuve home, and Altuve scores. Altuve scores, and the Astros lead 1-0 on the throwing error on the overthrow by the pitcher to the first baseman. So the Astros have an early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. All thanks to Brian Wu. That was slightly terrifying. Yeah, I honestly thought it was going to be a throwout at home, honestly. Yep, catcher was nowhere close. So Houston takes the early 1-0 lead over Seattle here in the bottom of the first, and up to bat now is the switching catcher Victor Caratini. First pitch, ground ball, and gets past the second baseman, gets under or past the glove of the second baseman, I think Leo Rivas, and that'll score Christian Walker. So RBS single by Caratini, and it's now 2-0 Astros here in the bottom of the first. They put up a 2 spot so far in the first inning. Here's Jake Myers. Takes just barely takes a ball outside. 1-0. Myers with a single past the leaping second baseman. I think Leo Rivas, if I'm not mistaken. And now Astros have first and second with 2 outs. Astros fans are riled up now. Now they're getting excited, which is expected. So the Mariners already have 2 errors here in the first inning. Have already made 2 errors in the first inning. Here's Cam Smith, and that is a ground ball to second base, and that'll be the end of the inning. The first base 3 outs, but the Astros put a 2 spot on the board thanks to a single by Paredes and then an overthrow by Brian Rule to score Altuve, and then a error by the second baseman, which was hit by Caratini to score Walker. So, yeah, 2 spot for the Astros here. Yeah. Walker scores. Myers 1-0 single. First pitch ground second. Here we go. Which side was your answer? Oh, well, I don't know that, so I'm not going to answer. Here we go. Randy Rosarena steps in the box to lead off the top of the second for the Seattle Mariners. First pitch from Valdez. And there's a ball inside on the sinker. 1-0. Valdez the 1-0. And that is I believe, 2-seam or something. Some type of pitch. Just outside, ball 2. 2-0. And there's a strike, so it's 2-1 now on the sinker. I think that was 2 balls, 1 strike on for Rosarena, and that was ball 3 on the sinker, but he swung at it. So foul ball 2-2 now. 2-2 pitch from Valdez to Randy Rosarena. 2-2. The slider, a deep drive. Myers cannot make the catch, and Rosarena heading for 3. And he will make it in there with a stand-up triple to lead off the top of the second. Myers almost had that ball. I actually have no idea where it was, like whether it was over his glove or his... Oh yeah, it looks like it looks like his glove was right here, and it just went, like, barely just went over his glove. And that is taken for a ball. 1-0 on Mitch Garver, batting .221 to start this season within 33 games that he's played in for the Mariners this season. 1-0, and that is a curveball down for ball 2, 2-0. To Mitch Garver. 2-0 pitch. That is a ball down. 3-0. 3-0 is the count to Mitch Garver. 3-0 pitch. And that's a inside strike. And Dubon ground ball at third. Dubon was thinking about home, but decides to just go for the easy out at first, which is probably the smart move. 1 out. Rosarena does score though, so the Astros now lead only by 1 now, 2-1. And that is taken for a strike on the outside bottom corner of the strike zone. 0-1 to Dylan Moore, the next batter for the Mariners, and that's a curveball just low, says the umpire. Hit the zone, but the umpire says low. 1-1. 1-1 pitch, Bomber Valdez to Dylan Moore, and that is a pitch that is hit, ground out shortstop Jeremy Pena. There's 2 outs now. And that is a ball taken down and in on the curveball by Donovan Solano, the 8 hitter, I think. No, 7. Sorry. 1-0. Yeah, 7 hitter. And that is another ball on the sinker. This time that's taken low and inside again. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. This will be a 2-0 pitch to Donovan Solano from Fama Valdez. Pitch. And that is just a ball. Hit the bottom. Okay, sure. It hit the bottom outside corner of the zone. Umpire says ball. So 3-0 pitch by Valdez. That is a strike on the lower part of the zone. 3-1. 3-1 count to Solano for Solano. Yeah. 3-1 pitch. And that is taken outside for ball 4. So Donovan Solano's on first base with 2 outs for the Mariners. And now coming to bat is Ben for the Mariners is Ben Williamson. I think. Pretty sure. And Valdez, the first pitch, is called a strike on the outside part of the zone. 0-1 on Ben Williamson, batting .233 this season with 1 home run and 11 RBI so far within 32 games within the 32 games that he's played this season for the Mariners. And that will get down on a bloop single for Williamson in right field. Cam Smith fields a throw back second base, so it's now first and second, 2 outs for the 9-hole hitter for the Seattle Mariners, which is going to be Leo Rivas, which I believe is their second baseman today. They're starting second baseman today, I'm pretty sure. The Leo Rivas, second base, yeah. Yeah, so he was the one that made that error in the bottom of the first. He was one of the ones that made one of the errors in the bottom of the first inning. Yeah. Here's Leo Rivas. And that is a strike. A sinker that's called a strike that's taken by Rivas to 1. Valdez has thrown 31 pitches in total in this game. This will be his 32nd. And the 0-1 to Rivas is taken low for a ball on the sinker 1-1. 1-1 pit. 1-1 is the count. The 1-1 pitch to Rivas is a chopper to shortstop. Jeremy Pena throw on to first base, and nice play by Pena. They get out the first and second jam with only 1 run allowed by Valdez. 2-1 Astros. They lead by 1. We have bottom 2. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm back. Oh, I'm back. And that's a ball 1. I just now realized I have my headphones on. 1-0 to Zach DeZenzo, who's leading out the bottom of the second for the Astros. Let's call a strike at the top outside corner of the zone. 1-1 on Zach DeZenzo, the 8-hole batting in the 8 spots for the Astros lineup today for Joe Espada. The 1-1 is a sweeper that is popped up, and Julio Rodriguez with a nice sliding grab, but he doesn't make a full-on catch. It hits the ground first, so that'll be a single, I think. Yeah, it hit the ground first. That'll be a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second inning for Zach DeZenzo. That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, which is Mauricio Dubon, third baseman Mauricio Dubon. Well, it looks like they're challenging on whether or not Rodriguez actually made a catch on that. Looks like it hit the ground first. You're here. I don't know if you guys can hear that now, but that was the Astros fans clapping. So they just saw the replay. It looks like he didn't make a full-on catch. It looks like it hit the turf first before it looked like it hit the ground before he was able to get it in his glove. Either way, Brian Wu sitting at 20. The call has. Oh, so never mind. Apparently, it was called a catch, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so the call is because they said the call's been overturned. No catch. So, man on first base, no outs to lead off the bottom of the second for the Astros, and up to bat is the 9-hole hitter Mauricio Dubon, playing third base today for the Astros. The first pitch is taken just outside for a ball, 1-0. Just low and outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. That is taken for a strike on the outside part of the plate. It's 1-1 on Dubon, or in this case, Doobie. And a pickoff attempt at first base, and Zinzu gets back in time. So it remains 1-1. Here we go. Brian Rule, 1-1 count to Dubon. And 270 this season. And that is a swing and miss on the slider. It's 1-2. Dubon now down the count. 1-2 against Brian Rule. 1-2 pitch. And that is a hit on the outside part of the plate, and ground ball second, shortstop at second base. They get the field destroyed. So 1 out, man on first base will bring up the leadoff hitter, Jeremy Pena. Jeremy Pena will come back to bat. Trying to get all these things. Here we go. First pitch is a swing and miss on the low slider, which would have been ball 1 if he didn't swing at it, by the way. Instead, it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Brian Wood to Jeremy Pena. And that's a ball low on the sweeper. 1-1. All right, 1-1 pitch to Jeremy. Swing and miss on the low slider again. 1-2. He just likes that low stuff, so Woo's probably gonna keep on throwing it, I imagine. $10, he keeps throwing it. $10, he keeps throwing it. Until he stops swinging it. That is. 1-2. No, he went with a high fastball this time. High four-seam fastball got him swinging. Like half swinging. 2 outs. Here's Isaac Paredes, the 2-hole hitter. And takes a strike on the low inside corner of the zone. 0-1. 1-for-1 with a single his first time up. This season's batting .271 so far. 0-1. And that is a grounder on the slider foul. It's 0-2 on Paredes here quickly. And Paredes calls time to gather himself a little bit. And here we go. 0-2 pitch from Brian Woo to Isaac Paredes. 0-2 pitch. And that's a four-seam fastball up. 1-2. One-two pitch on Paredes and a pickoff attempt to first base. DeBron gets in safely. We've been live for 53 and a half minutes now. This is episode 90 of the Super Sam Sports Encore podcast. 1-2 pitch, and Paredes checks swing. There you go. No, he did not. That'll be ball 2-2. Once again, this is episode 90 of the Super Sam Sports Encore podcast. Watch party of the Houston Astros versus the Seattle Mariners. Game 3 of a 4-game series here in Houston, Texas at Daikin Park. And the pitch is fouled off on the inside. Remains 2-2 on Paredes. And that is a swing and miss on a low changeup in the dirt. 3 outs. Scoreless second inning for Wu. 2-1 Astros. We had top 3. Alright, 2-1 Astros. We head top 3. ball inside, 1-2. So the first two strikes here on it looks like JP Crawford, and then the ball inside, 1-2. 1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss on the curveball, and that is a strikeout for Palmer Valdez. 1 out. The first pitch, Cal Raleigh takes a ball low, 1-0. And that is a foul ball on the outside part of the plate by Raleigh, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. There you go. Yes, he did, says the first base umpire on the curveball. 1-2. Here we go. 1-2 pitch. Valdez. Curveball. Low, but called a strike for strike 3. Raleigh's not happy. Strikeout looking. 2 outs. First pitch foul ball by Julio Rodriguez, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a strike on the low inside part corner. It's 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Curveball down in the dirt. 1-2. Did not swing. One-two pitch. That's a ball inside. Moves Rodriguez back a little bit. 2-2. And that's a ball. 3-2. The full count pitch and a late timeout called by Julio Rodriguez. Here we go. Full count pitch, and that is low for ball 4 on the curveball. So Rodriguez will be a base runner for the Seattle Mariners with 2 outs in the top of the third inning. We've already been live for an hour and 2 minutes, and the game's only in the third inning. A Rosarena foul ball and a pitch right down the middle. 0-1. A 1 pitch to Randy Rosarena. 0-2 pitch. Sorry, 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off on a pitch inside. It's 0-2 now on a Rosarena. 0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch to Randy. Ball low in the dirt on the changeup, and Rodriguez was stealing, but Caratini couldn't throw him out, mainly because the ball didn't get by him, but it hit his chest and then bounced away. So not far enough to the point where Rodriguez go at third as well, though. So run on second base, 2 outs now. 2 outs, 1-2 count to Rosarena. Pitch from Valdez is a curveball swung and missed by Rosarena, and that's a scoreless third inning for Valdez. We're bottom 3. Astros still lead the Mariners by 1, 2-1. I have an idea. Just so I don't have to keep looking at the game day on my phone, I'm gonna put the game day on this other monitor over here. I meant the game day for the Astros. Here we go. Okay. So my cup is now in the way. That. That is 51. Here we go. Altuve leads off the bottom of the third inning for the Astros. First pitch is taken high and out for ball 1. 1-0. Start of the bottom of half the third inning. This will be 1-0 pitch. Goes Altuve from Brian Rule. And that is a cold strike at the top of the zone. It's 1-1 on Altuve. 1-1 pitch to Jose. And that is taken for a ball outside 2-1 on Jose Altuve. Two one pitch, and that is a ball high and out for ball 3. 3-1 is the count. 3 balls and 1 strike. And that is down the middle. That is ripped into left field for a base hit. Altuve leads off the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Astros with a single. And that'll bring up Christian Walker. That'll bring up Christian Walker now with Altuve on first base and no outs to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's Walker. First pitch. And that is ripped into left field as well for a base hit. And Altuve will stop at second base. So first and second to lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning. Altuve and Walker get base hits, get singles. So first and second, no outs, and that'll bring up Victor Caratini. The first pitch is taken low for ball 1-0 against Caratini. 1-0 pitch on Caratini. Ball inside 2-0. So have the count. Head in the count. Two-0 pitch on Victor Caratini. And that's a foul ball on 2-1 pitch. It looked like a fastball. I'm going to be honest. Could have been a sinker too, though. But it looked like a fastball. Some type of fastball. Sinker is technically a fastball. Anyways. Going on my own separate conversation here. 2-1. And that is a fly ball center field deep enough for Altuve to tag. He will tag on from second base and head to third. So first and third, 1 out now for Jake Myers, who's 1 for 1. It's 1 for 1 with a base hit his first time up. And he will come up here with 1 out and first and third. Here we go. First pitch to Jake. Takes a strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1. 0-1 pitch on Jake Myers. And that is a strike called 0-2. So he's gone on the more inside part of the plate now, the more outside part of the plate. What's he going to do now? By rule, 0-2 count and a slider down and out, swung and missed by Jake Myers, and there's now 2 outs. Bringing up Cam Smith. And Cam Smith, first pitch fly ball to right field. And that'll be caught by the right fielder, Dylan Moore. So the Astros strand at first and third. We had a top scoreless third inning for Brian Wu. He escapes the jam. We had top four. Still 2-1 Astros. Oh man. Again, the thing that I find funny is we're an hour and there's a strike. First pitch strike 0-1 from Valdez at the top of the fourth. What I find funny is a one pitch is down on the curveball down in 1-1. Is we're an hour and 15 minutes in now into the stream. We're only in the fourth. We're only in the fourth. Then again, that may be normal. I have no idea. Ball inside is 2-1 on Mitch Garver. Two-one pitch. Ball 3, just low on the changeup, low and out a little bit. 3-1. 3-1 pitch from Framber Valdez to Dylan Moore. 3-1 pitch from Valdez to Mitch Garver. Ball 4, low and out on the changeup. Ball 4. So leadoff man's on first base in the fourth, top of the fourth for the Mariners, which is Mitch Garver, bringing up Dylan Moore, who is batting 6 in the Mariners lineup today. Here's Dylan Moore. First pitch is a deep fly ball to right field. Smith will make the line out to right field. Smith will make the catch for 1 out, right in front of the warning track. Hard hit baseball. I'm not gonna lie. All right, now to bat is the 7th hitter for the Mariners, which is the first baseman Donovan Solano, which is number 39, first baseman number 39 Donovan Solano takes strike on the first pitch, 0-1. And that's a ball up and out, 1-1. And that's a ball in low and inside on the curveball. It's 2-1 on Solano. Let's check in to see what the rest of the AOS is doing. So, of course, you got this game. Astros are beating the Mariners 2-1. Top of the fourth, runner on first base, 1 out for the Mariners right now, batting. We're speaking of 2-1 pitch to Donovan Solano. It is a ground ball at first base, a backhanded. What? Oh. Oh, what? Oh. Okay, so Mitch Garver's out because the ball hit him. So the rule is if the runner gets hit by the ball being hit, then the runner's out. Um, but the batter still gets on base. So run on first base, 2 outs now. Hit by bad ball, basically. Uh, First run on first base, 2 outs, 1-0 count on Ben Williamson on a ball that was low. Second pitch is a ball low and outside for ball 2-0. Update on the AOS. So right now, of course, you got this game, and then the Texas Rangers are right now beating the Chicago White Sox, shutting them out 3-0 with 2 outs. Man on first base, top of the fourth. Rangers looking to do more damage with 2 outs. The Oakland Athletics 2-0 pitch is called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. The Oakland Athletics play at 9:05 p.m. Central Time tonight against the 33-18 Philadelphia Phillies. Take a look at that game. It is being played at home of the Oakland Athletics in Sacramento, California, at Sutter Health Park. On the mound for the A's is Jeffrey Springs, and on the mound for the Phillies is Christopher Sanchez. So yeah, the pitch from Valdez is a swing and a miss, 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Williamson. That is down on the curveball for ball 4. And first and second, that'll be first and second with 2 outs for the Mariners, bringing up the 9-hole hitter, which is the second baseman, Leo Rivas. Framber Valdez already at 67 pitches here in the fourth inning. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't really necessarily expect them to keep him in the game for much longer. I would, in a way, I kind of would imagine if he doesn't get this batter out, then he's probably done, is what I'm guessing. But we'll see. We will see. As a matter of fact, we will see. First pitch to Leo Rivas is taken down low on the changeup for ball 1-0. 1-0 pitch. 1-0 pitch is a strike called on the sinker. Taken. 1-1. One pitch. And that is just low on the sinker. 2-1 pit. 2-1 count. Two-one pitch from Valdez. Leo Rivas. Ground ball, third base. Mauricio Dubon handles it, throws to first base in time. Valdez escapes the jam. We have bottom four. 2-1 remain. 2-1 Astros remain with the lead. Tequila. Oh. Alright, here we go. So, Brian Wu starts off the bottom of the fourth inning with 51 pitches, facing Zach DeZenzo as the first batter for the Astros. Here in the bottom of the fourth, DeZenzo 1-for-1 singled his first time up, which was his last at bat. Last time up to bat. 0-1 pitch is a ball up on the four-seam fastball. 1-1 on DeZenzo. Still remains 2-1 Astros over Mariners here in Game 3 of the four-game series here at Daikin Park in Houston, Texas. And that is a strike called by the umpire. 1-2 on Zach DeZenzo from Brian Rule. The 1-2 pitch to Zach is a ball up on the four-seam. Four-seamer 2-2 pitch. 2-2 count. That's what I meant to say. DeZenzo, foul ball. Lord, that is a hard, long foul ball. 2-2 pitch. This will be a 2-2 pitch from Brian Wu to Zach DeZenzo. Here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. DeZenzo staying alive, for giving him credit. Just now realized my phone is underneath my score score scorecard. 2-2 pitch on Dizenzo, and that is taken down low on the changeup. It is a full count. Three-two pitch, and that is a foul ball. Remains 3-2. Remains 3-2. Dizenzo staying alive here. Three-two pitch, and that is called third strike on the inside part of the plate. One out. That was a 9-pitch at bat for Zach Dizenzo. So he definitely racked up some pitches on Wu's pitch count. That's for sure. He's at 60 pitches going into this next at bat, which is Mauricio Dubon. The first pitch is going to be taken for a strike 0-1 on Doobie. So just compare the difference. Brian will run out 61 pitches. This will be a 62nd, which is going to be a ground ball single up the middle. And that will be a single for Mauricio Dubon with one out in the bottom of the fourth, bringing up the leadoff hitter Jeremy Pena, who's 0 for 2. Just to give an example, Wu is at 62 pitches. This next pitch will be a 63rd. Valdez is at 71 pitches through 4 innings. So, yeah, for those who want to compare. Anyways, but first pitch to Pena is a ball low and out on the slider. 1-0. Pena 0 for 2 in this one. Second pitch is a strike called on the bottom outside part of the zone. 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch. Pena so far this season batting .292 after, of course, including the 0 for 2 he's gone today. And he almost just took out Brian Wu's head as he rips a single into center field. Just Wu's hat came off as he was ducking out of the way. Jeez, just right up the middle, almost takes out Brian Wu's head there. As Pena rips one up the middle for a single, making it first and second with one out, bringing up Isaac Paredes to third base, the DH. Pena now has a .416 bat with a .416 batting average at home this month. That's an AL leader. He is now the AL leader. Wow. All right, ball one inside on Paredes. That's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. This will be the 67th pitch of the game for Wu. 1-0 pitch to Paredes is a fly ball left center field. The center fielder Rodriguez makes the catch. Tagging Hank for third is Mauricio Dubon. He'll be in there sliding headfirst safely. First and third, 2 outs now, and that will bring up Jose Altuve, who's 1 for 2 in this game. And ball one down low, taken by Altuve. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch to Jose. And that is a called strike on the inside part of the plate, 1-1. And another called strike down the middle, it's 1-2. And a pitch outside swings at a ground ball to the pitcher. Wu will throw to first base, and that will be 2 outs. Oh no, sorry, 3 outs. I don't think the first baseman knew that was 3 outs. Anyways, still 2-1 Astros through 4. We head top 5. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see here. And that is ball 1. Outside on Crawford. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a strike down the middle. Taken. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Crawford. Inside pitch. Hit on the ground. The Valdez throw at first base. In time. 1 out. Brings up Cal Raleigh. 1-0 pitch. And that is a strike on the inside part of the plate, 1-1. And that is another strike taken on the inside part of the plate. It's 1-2. One-two pitch from Farmer Valdez to Cal Raleigh. Sinker and is fouled off. Remains 1-2. One-two pitch on Raleigh. And that is a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 outs. That'll bring up Julio Rodriguez with 2 outs and nobody on. This will be Valdez's 80th pitch of the game. First pitch to Rodriguez is a ball outside, taken 1-0. We've almost been live for 2 hours almost now. And there's a ground ball to second, Altuve throws first, and that is a 1-2-3 shutout 5th inning for Valdez. We're up on 5. Astros still lead the Mariners by 1, 2-1. Valdez threw 5 innings of one-run baseball. One ball, no strikes on Christian Walker on a pitch that was inside. Oh, sorry. Oh. Pitch that was a ball. ground ball to third, throw it back to first base in time for the first out, bringing up Victor Caratini. The first pitch to Victor Caratini is taken inside for ball 1-0. And that is called a strike, 1-1. And it hits him. So man on first base with 1 out brings up Jake Myers. Here's first pitch to Jake Myers, who's up next after Victor Caratini takes a strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. And that is a ball, 1-1. One, two on a strike that was fouled off down the middle. No, sorry, inside. 1-2 pitch from Brian Rule to Jake Myers, and foul ball remains 1-2. The 1-2 pitch to Myers. And that is a ground ball to second, the first, and double play. Second baseman steps on second base and then throws first base. Double play. Myers grounds into. We head top 6 remains 2-1 Astros. I just now looked up and saw that it is right now top of the 6th, and the Yankees are beating the Rockies 11-1. Good lord. Now makes me wonder what type of pitcher do they have on the mound? Alright. So that's here we go. First pitch from Valdez to start the top of the sixth is a strike. 0-1. Call it strike. 0-1. And that is a ball that is taken for a strike as well. 0-2. O two pitch is 0-2 pitch is a ball low and inside. 1-2. 1-2. Here we go. 1-2 pitch is a curveball that is fouled off. 1-2. Remains 1-2 is what I should say. Maybe. Ground ball foul. 1-2. Remains 1-2. And that is a fly. That is a pop up into center field and fly out center field. 1 out. Here's Mitch Grover. I just can't. I'm gonna look at this. So top six, 11-1 Yankees over Rockies. The Yankees have bases loaded with 2 outs for Oswaldo Peraza. Just insane. Who's on the mound for the Rockies is the question. Who was on the mound for the Rockies? On the mound for the Rockies was Kyle Freeland. Went 4 2/3, allowed 9 hits, 8 runs, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Has a 5.86 ERA. And then Chivilli, whoever he is, 1 ball, 1 strike on Mitch Garver, by the way. Only got 1 out, allowed 3 earned runs, had 1 walk and 1 strikeout, has a 6.14 ERA. Rollison is pitching now for the Rockies. He's gotten 2 outs, 3 hits, 1 strikeout. He's got a 5.40 ERA, but Max Fried is on the mound for the Yankees, and that is called the strike 2-2 on the curveball. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 unrun, 5 strikeouts, 1.33 ERA for Max Fried. Absolutely insane. Here we go. Full count on Mitch Garver here. Awaiting on deck is Dylan Moore. The pitch. And a ground ball to third baseman Mauricio Dubon. Long throw, and a pick is not made by Christian Walker. So they're gonna rule that a single infield single for Mitch Garver, and they'll bring up Dylan Moore. That is now the 4th hit of the game for the Seattle Mariners. Valdez throws a ball out inside on a changeup to Dylan Moore. 0-2, grounded out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats in this game. The 1-0 from Valdez to Moore. And that is a ball, 2-0. Bennett Sousa in the Astros, warming up right now in the Astros bullpen. A fly ball to center field. Fly ball to center field, and Myers will make the catch. And there's 2 outs for Donovan Solano with a man on first base. Here we go. And a ball low and inside on the curveball to Solano. So 1-0. The Astros bullpen is a little taxed, and what I mean by that is the Astros arms in the bullpen have thrown a lot of pitches here and there. So, like for example, Bennett Sousa. So yeah. Pickoff attempt at first, and it looks like it was dropped by Walker. What happened? I don't know. Either way, stolen base by Mitch Garver. Here's what happened. So Valdez threw it to first, and then Walker on the transfer to try to throw it to second, dropped the ball. So run on second base, Mitch Garver, and 1-1 pitch to Solano is a sinker up and out. For ball 2 is now 2-1 the count. Valdez is not happy. Yeah, they just ruled that a miscatch error by Walker. So the Astros earned their first error of the game. Valdez just hit 100 pitches. This will be his 101st pitch here. Right here, it's a 2-2 count on Donovan Solano. Let me pitch, ground ball, diving, spin throw, and Pena makes the play. He slid, grabbed the ball, spun, and threw. Spun on the ground, got up, throw to first, and got him. So Valdez escapes the jam. We head at bottom 6, and it remains 2-1 Astros. All right, let me see. We have MLB. MLB. Middle 6. There we go. So like this, and then like that. Cam Smith laying off against Brian Wu to start the bottom of the 6th inning. Takes a ball inside 1-0 on the first pitch. 1 ball and no strikes on Cam Smith. And that's a ball up and outside for ball 2-0. 2-0 pitch on Smith, and that's a ground ball up the middle, and we'll get through for a single. Leadoff base runner for the Astros. That'll bring up Zach DeZenzo. One. First pitch to Zenzo is a slider low and outside for ball 1. It's 1-0. 1-0 to Zach. Takes a ball up. Is 2-0. Smith. Brian Wu has yet to throw a strike this inning without the Astros making contact. 2-1 as Dizenzo fouls that back. There we go. 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch to Dizenzo. Two-one pitch to Dizenzo. And ground ball to second. He throws to the shortstop, covering second base, and throws to first. And that is a 4-6-1 double play. 2 outs, and that will bring up Mauricio Dubon 1-for-2 in this one. Hey, caught it in between my legs, so hey, that works. 2-1 double play. First pitch to Dubon is taken for a strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. And foul ball by Dubon. It's now 0-2. And the pitch from Brian Wu to Mauricio Dubon. And he fouls that one off, so it remains 0-2. Remains an 0-2 pitch on Mauricio Dubon. Here we go, Mauricio Dubon. The fourth pitch of the at-bat. It's taken outside for a ball on the slider. It's 1-2. One ball and two strikes. Ground ball to the second baseman across his body, and what a throw, Leo Rivas. Grounded out second for Mauricio Dubon, and a 1-2-3 inning for Brian Wu and the Seattle Mariners. And the Astros go down 1-3. 2-1 remains a 2-1 score through the sixth inning. 2-1 Astros. We had top 7. I would imagine Farmer Valdez is probably done just because he has 101 pitches. He finished with 100. Yeah, they're bringing in Bennett Sousa. I was just about to say he finished with 101 pitches when he finished the sixth inning. So I would not imagine they would bring him back for the seventh. They did. They were crazier than what they already are. Anyways, but new relief. But Game Day says they're bringing in Bennett Sousa. Bennett Sousa. Huh. Oh. Here we go. Missed outside there for on Ben Sousa's first pitch of the game, 1-0 on Ben Williamson to lead off the top of the seventh here for the Mariners. And the pitch is a strike called on the outside part of the plate again at 1-1. 1-1 pitch to Ben Williamson is a swinging strike, swing and miss. It's 1-2 on that was a slider that he threw. Back sliders. This will be the 1-2 pitch from Bennett Sousa to Ben Williamson, who's 1-for-1 in the game. Got on base his first time up. Matt Brash and Casey Legumina are both warming up in the Seattle Mariners bullpen. And that was a ball. 1-2 pitch to Williamson. Strikes out swinging on a pitch in the dirt, which was the slider. Sorry, it was a 2-2 pitch. Well, 2-3 now. Striker on the slider low in the dirt, and that is 1 out for Sousa. Bringing up the 9-hitter, Leo Rivas. First pitch is a ball up and outside at 1-0. That is a strike that is taken at 1 for strike 1, 1-1. And that is a ground ball to second baseman Altuve, throw at first base in time, 2 away. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter J.P. Crawford, who's 0-for-3 with a strikeout in this game. One pitch on J.P. Crawford. All right, 0-2 pitch after a called strike and a foul ball. 0-2 pitch from Bennett Sousa to J.P. Crawford, the left-handed pitcher, the left-handed batter. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Jeremy Pena grabs it, throws to first, and in time, 3 outs. 1-2-3 shutout, 7th inning for Bennett Sousa. We had bottom 7, and it remains 2-1. Astros lead the Seattle Mariners. And they're in the 7th inning stretch now. Alright, so I'll be right back, guys. I was just going over there. Jeremy Pena leads off. The new pitcher for the Seattle Mariners is going to be Legumina. Casey Legumina. How do you pronounce his last name? So sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. And a single whipped into left field for Jeremy Pena, the off base runner, here in the bottom of the seventh inning for Isaac Paredes. Bringing up Isaac Paredes. First pitch is fouled off 0-1. Alright, 0-1 pitch from Legumina to Isaac Paredes. Swing and miss. It's 0-2. O2 pitch is a foul ball. Remains 0-2. 0-2 pitch to Isaac Paredes. And that is a double play turned by the Mariners. A 5-4-3 double play. Brings up Jose Altuve with 2 outs and now nobody on base. First pitch, Altuve pops it up. Third base side, foul territory, and the third baseman Ben Williams will make the grab. So we had top 8. Astros go down 1-3. We had top 8. Remains 2-1 Astros. Oh my gosh. New pitcher in the game for the Houston Astros is going to be right-hand pitcher number 52, Brian Abreu. This season has a record of 1-2 with a 1.99 ERA. Okay, I guess they're not going to. I think they were going to challenge on what. I think the Mariners wanted to challenge on whether or not the ball hit him, but hit the batter, but they did not challenge. 1-0. Strike called. 1-1. One pitch, and that's a ball high and inside. 2-1. And that's going to be ball, 3 balls, and 1 strike to Cal Raleigh. 3 balls and 1 strike to Cal Raleigh, and that is wow. Okay, that hit the top of the zone, but the umpire calls it a ball. So, ball 4, that is a leadoff walk, leadoff base runner for Cal Raleigh is the leadoff base runner for the Seattle Mariners. For the Seattle Mariners, that will bring up Julio Rodriguez, the center fielder, who's 0 for 2 with a walk, strikeout, and a stolen base. First pitch strike, fouled off, 0-1 to Rodriguez. The 0-1. Alright. The swing and miss, so an 0-2 pitch here to from Brian Abreu to Julio Rodriguez. That's a ball up and outside. 1-2. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch from Julio Rodriguez from Brian Abreu, and time is called by Rodriguez. Better timeout is called by Rodriguez. And here we go. The 1-2 pitch to Julio Rodriguez from Brian Abreu. Ground ball to third. Dubon to second. And they get the fielder's choice. They did not throw to first because by then it was too late. But fielder's choice. So 1 out now, and Julio Rodriguez on first base. Cal Raleigh was thrown out at second base. Alright. There's a chance this game could actually last about close to 3 hours, because we're already at basically 2 hours and 26 minutes. We've been live now. Alright. And so swinging strike for strike 1. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Brian Abreu to Randy Rosarena. Pickoff attempt, and Rodriguez is back in safely. Here we go. Sorry, I was just. Anyways, 0-2 on Randy Rosarena. And that is a ball up and inside, almost got him. 1-2 pitch to Rosarena. Here we go. And he takes that upstairs for ball 2-2. And that is a check swing. There you go. No, he did not. So that's why I was yelling from the dugout, so he clearly didn't like it. Full count. Didn't get ejected though. Call third strike right down the middle. It didn't even matter. He still struck out. Looking 2 away for Mitch 2 away for Mitch Garver. Up to bat is Mitch Garver. First pitch. Takes a strike on the slider. 0-1. One-two pitch on Brian Abreu. Sorry, 1-2 pitch from Brian Abreu to Mitch Garver. 1-2 pitch on Mitch Garver is what I meant to say. Here we go. 1-2 pitch. And pick off Tim at first base. Rodriguez is back in safely. Yes, that's Rodriguez. 2-2 pitch. And that is a wild pitch. Gets past the catcher, Victor Caratini, and advances Julio Rodriguez to second base. Rodriguez advances. So man on second base now with 2 outs. And a 2-2 count to Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver. 2-2 count to Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver. Full count. 2-2 count on Mitch Garver. full count on Garver. Either he'll walk this guy and it'll be first and second, or he'll strike him out and get out of the inning. Here's the full count pitch. Called third strike on the bottom outside corner of the zone. Abreu gets out of the jam, gets out of the run on second jam by getting a called third strike on Mitch Garver. Still remains 2-1 Astros. We head bottom 8. That would be the dog downstairs. Alright, let me see. Let's look at MLB, shall we? So, right now in the top of the ninth inning with 1 out, first and second, 2-1, the Pirates lead the Brewers. The Braves lead 7-1 over the Padres, bottom 8 with a run on first base and 2 outs. Yankees lead in the bottom of the 8th inning over the Rockies, 13-1 with 1 out and nobody on base. 6-2, the Reds lead the Cubs at the start of the top of the 8th inning. The Astros are just now starting the bottom of the 8th inning here, leading 2-1 over the Mariners, obviously. The White Sox lead the Rangers 8-4 in the bottom of the 6th with first and second and 2 outs for the White Sox. Warming up right now is the Orioles and Red Sox game. Yeah. Christian Walker, 0-1 count, leading off here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Astros, facing Legumina again for the Seattle Mariners. Again, hope I'm saying that correct. Fly out to right field, and that is the first out here in the bottom half of the 8th. Now, coming up to bat is switch hitting catcher Victor Caratini. First pitch is taken for a strike. Fouled off for a strike. 0-1. Almost took out first base coach Dave Clark. Fouls it off. It's 0-2 on Victor Caratini. Here we go. 1-2 count on Victor. Pitch fouls it off, remains 0-2. Remains 0-2 on Caratini. That is a ball. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Legumina to Caratini. Again, I feel like I'm pronouncing that name so wrong right now. So I do apologize. 1-2 pitch to Caratini. And that is ripped up the middle, almost took out pitcher's head. And that will be a base hit up the middle for Caratini. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning with a 1-out, bringing up Jake Myers. I'll be right back, guys. Pause. I'm back. Alright, so what we got? So Jake Myers grounded out to the pitcher through at first base. 2 outs. So 0-1 count on a pitch down the middle. 0-1 count on Cam Smith as the closer, Josh Hader, is warming up in the Astros bullpen. A swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on Smith. Alright, here we go. Fouls it off, and it remains 1-2. Sorry, 0-2 pitch on Cam Smith. Ground ball, shortstop J.P. Crawford throws first base and retires the side. We had top 9, last chance for the Mariners at bat. Josh Hader, the closer, will try to close another game out for the Houston Astros. Here comes Josh Hader into the game for closer for the Astros. Hader, wow. That's cool. So on this day, back in 2016, Carlos Correa hit a walk-off single in the 13th inning to give the Astros a 3-2 win over the Baltimore Orioles. It's kind of nice to know, honestly. Kind of nice to know, if I'm going to be honest. First pitch from Hader. That is called a strike on the bottom part of the zone. It's 0-1 to Dylan Moore. Second pitch from Hader is a swing and a foul ball. 0-2. Pitch. And Moore strikes out swinging on the slider down the dirt. 1 out. And that'll bring up Donovan Solano. Mariners down to the last 2 outs of this game. Here's Donovan Solano. Astros fan holding up a K symbol because he just struck out Dylan Moore. He just struck out. Hader just got a strikeout. That's what I meant to say. And that is ball outside for a 1-1 to make it a 1-1 count. And that's what's happening. 1-1 count. 1-1 count. And that is fouled back. That is fouled back. Foul back. Foul back. 1-2. Pitch to Donovan Solano from Josh Hader. That is fouled back again. Remains 1-2. We've been live officially now for about 2 hours and 45 minutes now. So we've been live for almost about 3 hours. So we may get to 3 hours by the time this game's over. Who knows? Just because I have no idea how long Hader is going to take to finish this inning. So we'll see. But 2-2 pitch to Donovan Solano, and that is a base hit, opposite field base hit into right field, and that will bring the winning run. That will bring the go-ahead run at the plate, which is Ben Williamson. Pinch runner Leody Taveras is going to pinch run for Donovan Solano over there at first base. And that'll bring up Ben Williamson to the plate. With 1 out, Leody Taveras on first base as the tying run, Ben Williamson at the plate as the go-ahead run for the Mariners. And here we go. First pitch to Ben from Josh Hader. Ball inside, low and inside, 1-0. And that is a called strike on the inside part of the play. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Pickoff attempts at first, and he gets back safely. My turn. Williamson fouls off. It's 1-2. Strike 3 called on Ben Williamson. 2 outs, run on first for Leo Rivas as the final chance for the Seattle Mariners. And Rivas takes a strike. Called strike 0-1 right down the middle. The 0-1 pitch. Hader. Called strike again right down the middle. It's 0-2. Mariners now find themselves down to the final strike of the game. Here we go. And that's a ball inside. Almost hit him. 1-2. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch from Josh Hader to Leo Rivas. Pick off Tim at first. He's in there safe. One ball, 2 strikes from Hader to Rivas. Got him. Strike 3 swinging, and the Astros win the ball game 2-1 over the Seattle Mariners. They win this one by a final score of 2-1, and they are 1 win away from a series win. If they can win tomorrow, they'll win the series over the Seattle Mariners. If you guys enjoyed it, as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Or sorry, not comment because the comments are turned off. But for this channel, but like, subscribe if you enjoyed the watch party, enjoy the podcast as always. Yeah, I'm excited that I was finally able to get the podcast back going. Yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed it, again, be sure to like, subscribe, and I will record stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.